sitting down by my graveside. I liked your wee song and you made me sound great. But there's a few little things that I'd like to set straight. You subtracted me age and me tombstone all wrong. I was 39, not 19 in your song. And the way that I died, it was slow and obscene. I choked on a chicken bone in the army canteen. They didn't beat the drum slowly, they didn't play the pipe slowly, they didn't sound the dead march as they lowered me down. And me coffin was plywood and porous, and the band played football near the forest. Finbar Fury, your song was so kind. I'm now big, strong and handsome in everyone's mind. But in truth, I was lame with a hump on me back. I had only one eye and me skinnet was black. Before the chicken bone put an end to me fun, I made a stack selling secret plans to the Hun. And the fortune and gold that I gathered to boot was the gold from the teeth of the corpses I'd loot. They didn't beat the drum slowly, they didn't play the pipe slowly, they didn't sound the dead march as they lowered me down. And me coffin was plywood and porous, and the band played football near the forest. Finbar Fury, I can't help wondering why you sit talking to headstones with a tear in your eye. You're down on your knees like you've had an attack. I bet this is the first grave that ever spoke back. You know something, Finbar, I think you are sick. You know something, Finbar, you'd swallow a brick. This is not the ghost of the spirit long lost. It's just Davy Arthur behind the white cross. They didn't beat the drum slowly, they didn't play the pipe slowly, they didn't sound the dead march, and they lowered me down. And me coffin was plywood and porous, and the band played football near the forest. Thank you. This is a love song, Galway song, all about a girl went off across the sea and left the lad behind. He went off and got married. I still recall a day in July when you bid me a last goodbye. And that same night when you sailed away to distant land across the sea, in Connemara by the lake, two young hearts had to break. In County Galway by the sea, where I loved you and you loved me. For 5 long years I had to wait, and then, alas, you came too late. For I heard that you were dead, and yesterday at noon I was wed. In Connemara by the lake, two young hearts had to break. In County Galway by the sea, where I loved you and you loved me. The western breeze is and it brought back memories of you, of summer times that I can't forget, in Connemara where we met, in Connemara by the lake. Two young hearts had to break, in County Galway by the sea, where I loved you and you loved me. Thank you. Thank you. Well, by way of introduction to the next song, there's a little story before about the same bloke. Myself and two other lads, you see, we went up to the Bachelor's Festival in Lisdoonvan about 3 years ago. We arrived up anyway, you see, and we had an awful lot of trouble getting a place to stay. But eventually we found this place and we had to sign a condition, you see, that we wouldn't put any emphasis on the fact that the young fella in the house had no ears. So we all signed the condition anyway. Went off to bed, got up in the morning to have the breakfast. The family in the house were sitting around the table. The young fellow with no ears was sitting at the head of the table. We were sitting down along the side of the table. We all done our best to keep our eyes off of the young fellow. But naturally enough, we used to give an odd look up, you see. I gave a look up at one particular time anyway. The young fellow spotted me. He said, "You're looking at me." I said, "I'm not looking at you, but now that you mention it," I said, "You have a great pair of legs." To mind them legs, I said, "You make a great footballer." Young fellow was delighted. Second fella, Joe Kennedy was his name. He looked up. Young fella spotted him again. The young fella said, "You're looking at me, aren't you?" And the man, Joe, said, "I'm not looking at you, but now that you mention it," he said, "You have a great pair of arms." He said, "You should mind them arms. You make a great boxer." He said, "You know." Young fella was encouraged again. The misfortunes of the three. He looked up. Young fella copped him. Young fella said, "You're looking at me, aren't you?" The man said, "I'm not looking at you, but now that you mention it," he said, "Gee," he said, "you have a lovely pair of eyes. You should mind them eyes. If there's a thing you'll ever have to get glasses," he said, "you'll have nothing to hang them on." Thank you. Same fella. Same fella had an awful lot of trouble at work. He had an awful accident. He wrote a note to his boss one day. This is what he wrote. "I write this note to you to tell you of me plight, and at the time of writing I am not a pretty sight. Me body 'tis all black and blue and me face a deadly grey, and I hope you'll understand why Paddy's not in work today. I was working on the 14th floor, some bricks I had to clear, and throwing them down from such a height was not a good idea. The foreman wasn't very pleased, he been an awful sod. He said I'd have to take them down a ladder in me hod. Well, shifting all them bricks by hand, it seemed so awful slow, so I hoisted up a barrel and secured the rope below. But in me haste to do the job, I was too blind to see that a barrel full with building bricks was heavier than me. Now when I came down, I cut the rope and the barrel fell like lead, and clinging tightly to the rope, I started up instead. I shot up like a rocket, to my dismay I found that halfway up I met the bloody barrel coming down. Well, the barrel broke me shoulder as to the ground it sped, and when I reached the top I struck the pulley with me head. I still clung on, though none did shock from this almighty blow, but the barrel spilled out half the bricks 14 floors below. Now when the bricks had fallen from the barrel to the floor, I then outweighed the barrel and I started down once more. Still clinging tightly to the rope, I headed for the ground and landed on the building bricks that were all scattered round. As I lay there moaning on the ground, I thought I'd passed the worst, but the barrel struck the pulley wheel and didn't the bottom burst. A shower of bricks came down on me, sure I hadn't got a hope. And as I was losing consciousness, I let go the bloody rope. Now the barrel, it been heavier, it started down once more and landed straight across me as I lay there on the floor. It broke 3 ribs in my left arm, and I can only say I hope you'll understand why Paddy's not in work today. Thank you. How's on Neil must come back. Right. One more then, right. Thank you. This song about a man that lived in Northern Ireland. He had a wicked wife. I had to get rid of her. It didn't work out according to plan though, as the song will tell you. In the mean abode by the Shankill Road lived a man named William Bloat. And he had a wife, the pain of his life, she always got his goat. So one day at dawn with her night dress on, he slit her bloody throat. Now he was glad that he did what he had as she lay there stiff and still. But a sudden thought of an angry law filled his soul with an awful chill. And to finish the fun he so well begun, he decided himself to kill. So he took the sheet from his wife's cold feet, he twisted it into a rope, and he hanged himself on the pantry shelf. 'Twas an easy, endless hope. While facing death with his dying breath, he solemnly cursed the Pope. But the strangest turn of the whole concern is only just beginning. His wife got well and he went to hell. She's still alive and sinning. For the razor blade it was English made, but the sheet was Irish linen. Thank you. Thank you, Neil. Yeah.